Hello, good evening. It is over and over the Arsenal Women's Channel. It is, of course, Matchday Live. Champions League, of course, it is Arsenal Women against FC Twente. It is going to be an epic game. Of course it is, and a massive game for Arsenal. Have to win, and it's all coming up the other side of this. So it is, of course, a big Champions League night for the Arsenal women. Must-win game, of course, as we're kind of hovering around the brink, aren't we, of qualifying and into the playoffs or not. It is going to be a really, really big game tonight. Of course it is. We know that. So what is your team news? That is, of course, the big question that is on everybody's lips. And this is how the Arsenal team line up tonight. And in goal it is Anik Balba. Again, of course, the only really first choice fit goalkeeper. The back four then, Taylor Hines is coming in at right back, we believe, in place of Emily Fox. It's Lotta Ruben-Weiss, Steph Catley and Katie McCabe. In midfield, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Mariona Caldente, and Vicky Palova comes in for Frida Marnham. And the front three is Beth Mead, Leslie Russo and Olivia Smith. So on the bench is the goalkeeper Amy Lydiard, Emily Fox, Leah Williamson is on the bench, expected to see some football tonight. We're not sure how much. Sophie Harwood, Kim Little, Frida Marnham, Caitlin Ford and Stina Black-Stenius, who of course got the winning goal, as we know, at the weekend. And of course in the FC Twente lineup there is, of course, a very familiar name to us, of course, Jill Roord, former Arsenal player, former Manchester City player, former Wolfsburg player as well. She certainly played against us for many different teams, hasn't she, in her career? And she will be again tonight. Of course, a win for FC Twente. They haven't won yet in the group stage, but a win would give them an opportunity, wouldn't it, to get in the playoffs? So they're certainly not just going to roll over for us tonight, are they? And just let us win. That's certainly not going to be what happens. So we are going to have to be at our best. We're going to have to be on our game, which, you know, lately we've got some okay results. Obviously, we got the win, didn't we, against Liverpool, but it was far from convincing. Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? Oh, there we go. I don't have it there. Just a bit of technical issues going on. So, yeah, it is a big game, an important game. We need to win, obviously. Top Show says, is it on TV? Well, it will be on TV somewhere. I'm just trying to find exactly where it is. Tammy's Wilson, what are they doing? Good to see you. Get your score predictions in, guys. I mean, we should win, obviously. I don't think there's much doubt about that. I reckon probably 3-0. I'm going to go 3-0 tonight, I think. John's with us as well. He says, hi, Rich and others. Yeah, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. LG's with us as well. He says, I've been saying this for a long time. Play Liv on the left where she can use her stronger right foot. It's no coincidence her goals against London City and Liverpool came on the left. Yeah, exactly. She had a decent game, of course, as we know, at the weekend. Really good game. But, yeah, I mean, it's important game tonight, isn't it? Obviously, we're going to start as massive favourites. There's no doubt about that. And I'm sure that we will get the win that would put us within a real chance going into that last game away in Lovren, who, again, it's another game we would expect to win, isn't it? But it's no good on paper. You know, look at Chelsea, for example, at the weekend. You know, everyone would have expected them to have beaten Everton at home fairly comfortably. And in the end, they lost the game. It just goes to show, doesn't it, that anything's possible in football, isn't it? And, you know, we've got these two winnable games, absolutely. And 6 points would certainly guarantee us a place in the playoffs. Would it be enough for the top four? Probably not. I think we've left ourselves with too much to do with those two defeats that we had very early on, of course, in this competition. So, yeah, it's a bit frustrating that we're going to end up probably in the playoffs, but we have to get into the playoffs first, don't we? And to do that, we need to win these last two games, and hopefully we will, and I'm sure we will. And if we do that, then I'm fairly certain that we'll be there. And who knows? You get in the playoffs, into the knockout stage, as we saw last season. Anything's possible, isn't it? Anything's possible. I don't think we're quite at the place we were this time last year. I really don't. I think this time last year we were playing much better. Remember that game against Bayern Munich here at Meadow Park, and I don't know. I just feel as though this year there's a few issues. There is a few issues, no matter what the players said and what Rene said about that article, of course, that was out recently. I do think there are some issues going on behind the scenes that we're not totally aware of. I think that article in The Athletic has shed some light on some of it. But ultimately, the proof is I don't know what's going on there. Mickey Mouse. Is that you mean this is a Mickey Mouse channel because my camera don't work? Anyway, I'm still trying to find a stream. I don't have Disney Plus, and I wouldn't even subscribe to Disney Plus anyway because I don't like it. And I know last time we managed to find it somewhere, didn't we? I can't actually remember which of these weird little channels it was on. It might be Satanta, mightn't it, actually? Let's have a look there. Maybe not. Well, we'll find it. Don't you worry. We will find it. We will persevere until we do. But, as I say, it's been a strange season, really, hasn't it? We sit here in the league just 2 points behind Chelsea, which I think any other season at this point, we would be absolutely over the moon, wouldn't we? We would be, thinking that we had a great chance of winning the league. Unfortunately, of course, as we know, Man City have pulled away a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying that they can't be caught. They do tend to often fall away in the second half of the season. They've got a habit of doing that. Yes, they've got a different manager this season, and that might make a difference. But we'll see. I mean, it'll be ironic in this season of all seasons, isn't it? Where we finish above Chelsea. Finally, we've been trying to finish above Chelsea all these years, and we finally managed to do it this year. And this will be the season when Chelsea finish third, and we still don't win the league. That would be rather frustrating, wouldn't it? But all we can do now is try and win as many games as we can. We know what's happened so far. We've dropped too many points that we shouldn't have dropped, that we can't really afford to drop, and we're now in a battle for the top 3 at the moment. But let's see what happens. If City lose a couple of games, who knows? They've still got to come to the Emirates. They've still got to play Chelsea again. They've got to play United again. They can still drop points. Let's not give up completely yet. And obviously Chelsea's last few results have been massive for us. Really, it keeps it more alive, doesn't it? And at the end of the day, yes, okay. If we don't win the league this year, but we finish above Chelsea, I think that wouldn't be so bad, I suppose, would it? Finishing below Chelsea again would be really frustrating. But ultimately, we're Arsenal. We should be winning league titles, shouldn't we? We shouldn't be, we shouldn't be relying on trying to have a decent cup run. Which cup runs are great, but we're Arsenal. We should be winning league titles. That's what we should be doing. So let's go out there and let's do it, shall we? Let's see what we can do. But tonight's all about the Champions League. It's all about trying to make sure that we qualify for the knockout stage, because, as I say, we've seen, haven't we, before, what can happen? Anything can happen, as we saw last season. Do I think we can win the Champions League again? No, not at the moment. But this time last year, I would have said exactly the same. So who knows? Don't listen to me. It's just at the moment I just don't feel as though we're playing well enough. I just don't feel that we've got a strong enough squad. We haven't got enough depth. I mean, you look at the bench tonight. We're short of numbers on the bench. Even FC Twente have got more players on their bench tonight than we have because of injuries and one thing and another. So these are things that are against us. We've got some injuries as well. Obviously, Chloe Kelly, as we know, Katie Reed's out. And we've had players coming back, Leah Williamson, Kim Little, not ready to start the games yet. So we've our weaknesses have been really strong this season, haven't they? They've really proved to be probably too much, if we're totally honest. But at the end of the day, we're where we are. We're third. No, we're fourth, aren't we, in the league? Because Man United won. And we've got a good chance of getting through to the knockout stage of the Champions League again. So, it could be a lot worse, couldn't it? Let's be honest. It could be a lot worse. Well, I'm saving up for Oslo. Well, saving up for Oslo would be great, wouldn't it? And I'm not saying we can't get there. We'd never have expected to have been there last season, would we? So, but I think it's going to be a big ask for us to do it again, to be honest with you. But let's see. We've got to get through first, haven't we? We've got to win tonight, and then we've got to try and get through. I still can't find this bloody game. I don't know what channel to try, really. Doesn't seem to be anywhere where I was expected it to be. If anybody knows where the game's on the Fire Stick, let me know. Because it's usually on there somewhere, isn't it? And we will find it eventually. Super Sports, that sounds good, doesn't it? Don't know what it's got on it. Nothing at the minute. Oh, it's got Premier League channel there, isn't it? So it's looking, nothing yet. No, I've not found anything yet. I mean, it will be somewhere. The other games have been. I'm sure I can find it. This is the only thing when you've got ridiculous things like Disney Plus and all this kind of stuff. It's just, it was better before when it was on like YouTube and the DAZN app. But anyway, let's see what we can find. Wonder if it's on Netherlands TV, you reckon? Might be, mightn't it? Not bothered about the commentary. Are you going to Oz, are you? When you're going to Australia, that'll be good, won't it? Actually, I'm going to see if... I can find it. If anybody knows a channel on the Fire Stick, let me know. And then we can maybe get the game on. It will be somewhere, I know it will. So let's have a look and see what we can find, shall we? Right, let's have a look. Come on then, let's find this game. It's going to be somewhere, isn't it? Of course, it doesn't help that the Men's Champions League's on as well. So a lot of channels are showing that, aren't they? Which doesn't really help, does it? But anyway. He says all Champions League on, isn't it? Men's Champions League. Who's bothered about the Men's Champions League? Christ. Come on. Sporty TV on YouTube. I don't know if I've got that anywhere. Just found a dog show. So we watch the dog show instead. And then we've got basketball on this channel. So it usually is on ESPN. I'm going to get it on here. It's going to be on one of these channels, ain't it, surely? Be tucked away somewhere, won't it? But we will find it, so do not panic. It is still 0-0 anyway, which is the main thing. Doesn't look like we're playing particularly well either from what I've just seen. But early days, it is very early days, of course. And yes, we do need to play better, though, obviously, than what we have been. I don't think there's much doubt about that. Sporty TV. I'm going to see if I can find Sporty TV on YouTube. Shall we see if we can find it on there? Sporty TV. Sporty TV, here we go. What's going on Sporty TV? Oh, Sporty TV is quite good, isn't it? Seems to have quite a lot of football on. How do they get all of that? Not the Arsenal game. Not very much use, is it? Supported TV. No, it's not on Supported TV. It is 1-0. It is 1-0, guys. Beth Mead has scored. It is 1-0. It is 1-0. We have just seen the goal flash up. It is 1-0. Did that goal thing play? Because my screen went all funny there. So play it again. Oh, there we go. That's better. Goal. We missed it, but we'll catch up with the game in a minute. I'm sure we will. It's quite frustrating, isn't it? Beth scored indeed. Meadow indeed. It is Beth Meadow with the goal. Some people think she's past it, you know. I don't know what's going on. She can still score goals. She can still score goals. Right, let's see if I can find it now on the Fire Stick. I don't think it's on ESPN Plus, actually. It seems to be Champions League. There's four or five different channels showing the Liverpool game in the Men's Champions League. You think one of them channels could have decided to show something else? But no, they're all showing the same game. How stupid. Like on the same channel. So it's ESPN Plus, and there's 4 different channels showing the Liverpool game. Ridiculous. Anyway. It's still 1-0 anyway. Leslie Russo with the assist in this particular goal. Another channel with Inter Milan against Liverpool on. We don't care. Atlanta versus Chelsea. We don't care about that either. You'd imagine when you're somewhere we're going to have this game on. Tottenham against whoever they're playing. Champions League. Every Champions League game's on, but not this one. Another Inter Milan Liverpool. Don't know who that is. It's 0-0 in that game anyway. Looks like a Champions League game. I don't know what it is actually. Don't think we're going to be able to find it. Barcelona against somebody. That's the men's Champions League, by the way. What about Satanta? Do you know Satanta's got it on? No, it's Atlanta against Chelsea. Top Shelf says just went for 100 channels. Looks like it's all men. Oh yeah, I've probably gone for about the same, I think. I don't know what's going on there. Top Shelf says they just went for 100 channels. Yeah, I've probably gone for about 100 as well. I'm starting to think now we're not going to get it. You'd think someone would have it on somewhere, wouldn't you? Obviously not. Is it still 1-0? I don't know. The BBC app's not very up to date, is it? Ryan says they need the women's games at a different time. Yeah, they do. I think it's getting to the point, isn't it, almost now where it's like you almost need like two schedules, don't you? You need like a women's schedule and a men's schedule, and they can't overlap. It's going to get to that point, isn't it, soon? Because you can't keep doing this, having the games on at the same time, unless what needs to happen is there needs to be a dedicated women's football channel instead of like, I don't know, Sky or whoever it is trying to get involved. So they bid for certain competitions and certain games. They just should have one channel that shows all of the women's games, whether it's the WSL, the Champions League, the Lionesses, everything, all on one channel. Just have one channel dedicated to that. That's what we need. And then people can pick the games they want to watch and watch the ones that they want to watch. That's for me, that's the way forward. Alice says they used to have one. Did they though? Did they just have a channel just for? I know the what was it called? The was it the FA Player used to have all the games, didn't it? That was quite good then. Oh, that's what you meant, the FA Player. Yeah, you see, that was quite good though. I know the coverage on it wasn't always great, but at least the games were on. You know, I can't remember ever not being able to watch a game, whether it was a WSL, Champions League, whatever. There was never a game that wasn't on. But money talks, and the FA Player, it was free, so they were never ever going to keep that going, were they? When you're going to get Sky and whoever else bidding for it, and this Disney Plus, ridiculous. Why is Disney Plus interested in football? Why are they? It's got nothing to do with him. The whole thing's ridiculous. But I don't know. Yeah, they were supposed to move it to YouTube, but that's just gone to shite, isn't it? I don't know what's going on with that. The WSL YouTube channel, just absolute crap. I mean, it's terrible when you think about it, right? You know, women's football's trying to grow, and there's still these same problems going on constantly. Anyway, it's still 1-0. We're about midway through the first half. Beth Mead's goal is the difference between the sides at the moment, and Arsenal are in control of the game largely, but we've seen what it's like when you don't get the second goal. We've seen it too many times already this season, haven't we? We need the second goal, and then we can maybe feel a little bit more comfortable. But so far, so good. 1-0. Don't forget, of course, Andreas is at Meadow Park, of course, tonight. He will be vlogging the game. He's already sent a couple of videos. There's a very special video of Gunnosaurus, actually, so that's going to go in the vlog. So look out for that. I'll probably have that on the channel tomorrow. But yeah, it's frustrating this when you can't get to watch the games. Just really, really frustrating, isn't it? But anyway, I've just found a rerun of Man City against Sunderland from the Premier League at the weekend, which is going on at the minute. There's a 3 or 4 channel showing that. Why? Why is the question? Anyway, no joy so far. I've even found an Australian channel. We thought Australia might have the Arsenal game on, seeing as we've got Australian players in our team. You'd think they'd be quite keen, wouldn't you? To our Australian team has got Aussie rules football. That's quite good, actually, isn't it? Aussie rules football. You ever watched it? And then they've got a rerun of Liverpool against Leeds against Liverpool. Please, where can I watch the match? I'm not from the UK. Well, if we knew, we would be watching it ourselves, and we don't because we can't find it. I haven't got a clue. Be nice if we could find it, wouldn't it? but we can't. So we are going to have to suffer for the time being. Anyway, it's still 1-0, 27 minutes played at the Emirates. Sorry, not at the Emirates, it's at Meadow Park tonight, isn't it? Keep forgetting, because most of the games are at the Emirates these days. This one's at Meadow Park, of course. All the Champions League games will be. Well, I think if we get to the knockout stage, they will probably play those, you would imagine, at the Emirates, wouldn't you? But I suppose it's going to come down to whether or not the men's team are playing or got games, I suppose. Anyway, let's get through first and we'll worry about that afterwards. Matthew says, I will take a free radio broadcast even. Yeah, but I say, you know, there's a lot of channels out there, TV companies and stuff that pretend they care about women's football, pretend they want to help women's football. But when it comes down to it, they don't. Otherwise, they'd put in more money in it and show the games, wouldn't they? But they're not interested. They're just not interested. And it is quite frustrating, really. Twente have just had a shot just go over the bar. Could have been 1-1. That would have been shades of the game at the weekend, wouldn't it? Then he says, gets Arsenal every time a ball over the top. Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? It is a problem. Anyway, I'm trying to find a channel that is going to show the game. Did we try Rush Sports? I can't remember if we tried Rush Sports. They sound good, don't they? They sound like they'll probably have the game on Rush Sports. Oh no, I did try this year. They didn't have it on. I did try that. What about Hub Premier? That sounds good, doesn't it? Hub Premier. What do you reckon's on Hub Premier? Nothing. They're just promoting the Premier League games at the weekend. I think the men's game at the weekend's on at like 8 o'clock, isn't it? On Saturday. It's mad. Anyway, let's see what else we can find. 11 Sports. That sounds good, doesn't it? 11 Sports. I kind of like the sound of that. Oh, but nothing is on. Well, we can certainly watch Men's Champions League because there's loads of that going on. Every channel seems to have a game on. But not what we want. Barcelona losing 1-0. The men. Ryan says cat videos on YouTube. Is that videos of cats? There's some good cat videos on YouTube, actually. Watched one the other day. It was really good. Cats are strange creatures, aren't they, actually? They're quite... they're not all there in their head, are they? Most of them. They seem a bit strange, crazy. Dogs are better, aren't they? Let's be honest. You've got to love a good dog. What about BN Sports? Surely they've got some Champions League women's stuff on, haven't they? Surely. Nope. beIN Sports English 2. I've got beIN Sports English 2. Let's have a look. I was just on there now. It's just dialing in. Imagine if we find it now. Wouldn't that be good? Oh, it's got Djokovic on. What's Djokovic doing on? I mean, I like Djokovic, but come on, mate. It's not time for you. It's not on beIN Sports English 2. Or English 3 or English 1. beIN Sports Connect. Other countries. What other countries? Because I can get a VPN if it's in other countries. What countries is it on? Got to have a grudge against your neighbours to own a cat. Yeah, I think you have, yeah. Alice says, I type live women's football on TV. Yeah, they're going to say that, though, aren't they? They're not going to advertise all the other streams, are they? They just won't advertise them. So basically, we just got to try and find them, haven't we? What country is it on, though, John? What country do we need? Because I can change my VPN. Is it USA? Is that what it is? Is it in USA? Because I've got this beIN Sports English too, but it's hasn't got the game on. But then I set my thing to South Africa because I was told that was the right one. Right, let me go back. Let's get to America. Let's set my VPN to America. Let's see if that works. We're not giving up. We do try hard for you, don't we? To try and get the game on. Come on. We do try. Right, let's have a look. We're going to go to USA. What do you reckon? US Central? Yeah, US Central will do. What have we got on there? Morocco. Morocco? We need to be in Morocco. And I'm going to try this. I'm going to try Dallas first. I've always liked Dallas. I remember the TV program. That used to be a good VPN, this Dallas one, actually. Let me just see if this works. Otherwise, Morocco. We'll have to try Morocco. That'd be good, wouldn't it, if we managed to find it on Morocco? That'd be well good. Ryan says USA is Paramount Plus. Yeah, but I don't think I've got Paramount Plus on here. Paramount Plus. Don't think I've got it on here. Retro Gamer says USA is banning VPNs. Well, they can come and arrest me then, can't they? Quite honestly. What did we say it was on before? Was it beIN Sports? Was that what it? Was that what we said? beIN Sports English 2. That was what we said, didn't we? No, it's not on English 2 on there. It's not. Well, not with an American. They've got Formula 1 on. So there's Djokovic on before. Now they've got Formula 1. So maybe it is to do with the VPN, isn't it? Maybe I just need to find the right VPN and it might work. What about DAZN? See, DAZN's had it on before. Liverpool are winning, by the way, in the Champions League, if anyone's interested. They're winning 1-0. And Arsenal are still winning 1-0 as well. Barcelona are losing 1-0. This is the men's Champions League, by the way, not the women's, that result. It's not a result, it's just a game. DAZN hasn't got anything on other than Champions League for men and basketball. What did we say that one was? Paramount Plus. I don't think I've got Paramount Plus. Yeah. Be and Sport English 2 at all those different places. Tunisia. But so you reckon if we put the VPN to there, it'll work? Do you reckon? Do we try that? Shall we try that? Yeah, let's try that. One of them countries here. Which one should we go for? Morocco. We'll try Morocco first. See if I can find a VPN in Morocco. I've got United Arab Emirates actually. Shall we try that one? Because I can't find Morocco. We'll try United Arab Emirates. So Dubai. We're in Dubai now. We're going for it in Dubai. Right, so now we're in Dubai. Surely it's only Dubai. Everything's only in Dubai, isn't it? Let's be honest. I'll be amazed if we don't find it now. Right, let's have a look. Still 1-0 anyway. So we haven't missed much, have we? Let's be honest. So what are we going to look for? It was BN Sports English 2, wasn't it? Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. If this works, it's going to be so good. It's going to be such a great moment. Oh, it isn't. They've got some other stuff on. Oh, this is a bit disappointing, isn't it? I was hopeful there that Dubai was going to save us. But it hasn't. And I haven't got a Morocco one, so we're a bit stuck for Morocco, aren't we? What other countries were there on there? There's a big old list of them, weren't there? All right, well, we're going to have to try another one because that's not doing it. That isn't doing it. It's still 1-0, by the way. Beth Mead's goal after 10 minutes. Don't you think it's mental that all them channels like in the Far East and places like that, Africa, show the game, and yet it's in London, in England, and they don't show it on English TV. Mad, isn't it? Crazy. Right, let's try one of these other countries then, see what else we can find. What else would we have on there? Tunisia. Was Greece on there? No, it's not in Europe at all, is it? Actually, it's no European. Turkey was there, wasn't it? Turkey was it? Was it Turkey? Oh no, Tunisia. Oh man, I've got that. Thailand, is that on there? No. No, I haven't got any of them. Apart from the United Arab Emirates, and it wasn't on there, was it? Thailand, Philippines, no. Peru, El Salvador, Indonesia. Sure, it's on Indonesia. Surely. Bahrain. Hong Kong. Nigeria. Kenya. Libya. What about, I haven't got Libya. I've got Kenya. Oh, man. Tell me it's all about the money. It is all about the money. Indeed, it absolutely is all about the money. So, what are we going to try here? I haven't got any of them. Indonesia in BN Sports Max. I don't think I've got Indonesia. Why did I have Indonesia? I can't remember if I did. I have got Indonesia. What's that on BN Sports Max? Oh, BN Sports Max. Jakarta. There we go. We'll go to Jakarta, shall we? We're going on a journey. We are going on a journey. It's still 1-0 to Arsenal, by the way. So we're in Jakarta now. We've left Dubai. Very disappointed in Dubai's hospitality, I've got to be honest. Very disappointed. Let's see if Jakarta's going to be any kinder to us, shall we? So, what did we say it was on that one? BN Sports Max. Right, let's have a look. Oh, isn't a BN Sports Max? BN Sports Extra, do you reckon it's that? Oh, it is actually a Women's Champions League game, though. It's Wolfsburg playing. Oh, wow. Oh, surely they've got the Arsenal game on then. Oh, they've got QPR against Birmingham in the Championship. I thought I was going to be in luck then. Yeah, it is 1-0 nearly. It's nearly half time. I can't believe it's a Wolfsburg game. That's unbelievable, that. Imagine finding that. Wolfsburg women playing the Champions League. We've just managed to find that game. We can't find the Arsenal game. That is crackers, man. Wolfsburg playing Real Madrid, actually. And they're losing. That's a shame, isn't it? Chelsea are winning in Atlanta in the Champions League, the men. I don't know. John says they're not on main channels, accessible via BN Sports Connect. Oh, their streaming service. Ali says I've tried nearly every country and can't find it anywhere. Yeah, same. Absolutely same. wonder what's going to happen in the knockout stage. Do you reckon that it'll be on more like normal channels rather than this Disney Plus bullshit? Do we think it will or not? I don't know, really. I'm not sure. How many sports channels are there in the world? There's like hundreds. And not one of them has got the game on. Well, not that I can find anyway. That's mental, that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be successful tonight, are we, guys? I don't think we are. I really don't think we are. No, that's true. Yeah, you pay $1,000 a month for everything. What you do, yeah. And I wonder why people are getting Fire Sticks and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, it's still 1-0. We're nearly at half time. So, don't know what's going on. But it's 1-0. Nope. Peacock Sports has been good before for stuff, isn't it? Let's try it. Anyway, it's half time. It's 1-0. Beth Mead's goal after 10 minutes is all that separates the teams. It seemed like Arsenal had a few chances, could have maybe got a second goal, haven't managed to. And how many times have we heard that this season? Anyway. We are winning 1-0. I suppose that's the main thing. But yeah, it seems far from convincing again. And of course, there's a big game on Saturday against Everton, who have just, of course, beat Chelsea. So that's not going to be easy either, is it? But of course, a win in that game could prove to be really important. So keep our little run going, assuming we can win this game tonight. But yeah, obviously, we'll have Andreas back with us on Friday for the weekly show. Don't forget. We'll be looking back on the Liverpool game. We'll be looking back on this game. Looks like we're going to have to rely on some highlights to actually watch it. I'm sure there'll be some. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are at the minute with it. So shall we look at some match stats then? So the possession has been 59% for Arsenal, 41 for Twente. We've had 6 shots to their 1. We've had 2 on target only, though, and they've had none on target. We've had 25 touches in the opposition box. They've had 2. The goalkeeper's made 1 save for Twente. Our goalie's made no saves, which is just as well, probably. Aerial duels 1 is 1 each. Fouls committed 2 by Arsenal, 5 by Twente, and 2 Arsenal corners and none for Twente. So we've had 286 passes. They've had 205. Our accuracy has been 86.7%. Theirs has been 84.4%. We've had 44 backward passes. They've had 33. We've had 92 forward passes, so that's good, isn't it? And they've had 57. And we've had 19 long balls, and they've had 32. Successful final third passes. We've had 91. That's pretty good, isn't it? And they've had 6. And we've had 12 crosses and they've had 2. In defence, there's been 10 tackles, 1 each. We've won 60% of our tackles and they've won 70% of theirs. We've committed 2,005. They've had 17 clearances and we've only had to clear 1. And they've had 2 clears off the line as well. So we've been close to a second goal, haven't we? Looks like we're dominating the game. Tammy says they'd like to see Williamson after the break. Yeah, I think she'll get a few minutes today. On the Move says this is something our government's media and sports secretary should take up. It's a bad situation. Absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. I mean, realistically, right, I think that the Premier League, England games, men and women, and the WSL should all be on free to watch TV. They should be. Absolutely, they should be. I don't have any question about that. It's our national sport, and you have to pay untold amount of money to be able to watch it. I think it should all be on. It should all be on free to watch TV. The WSL, the Premier League, and England men and women's teams games should all be on free to watch TV, and that's where it should be. And all the other leagues, who cares about them? Do you know what I mean? No one wants to watch them. So, you know, you look on Sky, and they've got games on every night of the week, haven't they? If it's not in England somewhere, it'll be in Europe. They've got a game on every night of the week. Even in international break, they've got a game on every night of the week. It's too much. And when there's games that you really want to watch, you can't watch them because they've got all these other crap games that no one's interested in. No one is interested in. It's crazy, really. And then, you know, Sky, one of Sky's big advertising slogans really is, you know, next season they're showing more live games. Well, no, we don't want you to show more live games because most of those more live games that you're showing are just shit. Championship games or Burnley against Southampton or some shite. No one's interested. You can show more games, but no one wants more games. We want less games, but we want to be able to watch the games that we want to watch. So if you're going to do more games, have it all on pay-per-view even, so you can watch your own team's games. That's the way forward, isn't it? It's no good having all of this, just more games. More games isn't the answer. That's not the way forward. Not more games, no. I would rather have less games, but just the best games on, rather than every game or 200 games a season or whatever it is that they're saying they're bringing. That's not what we want. I don't think anyone wants that. Seriously, no one really wants that, do they? I mean, you know, we all love football, right? Of course we do. It's been a big part of our lives, right? But on a Saturday now, from 12 o'clock, you can watch a game from 12 o'clock on a Saturday. And this Saturday coming up, for example, Arsenal game's on at 8 o'clock. So you can actually watch a game from 12 o'clock at lunchtime till 10 o'clock at night, all day. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? It's just boring. Have one game on a Saturday or one game on a Sunday. It'd be exciting, wouldn't it? Like it used to be. I mean, some of you guys are probably too young to remember that. But, you know, when I was growing up watching football, in fact, for a long time, there wasn't any live matches at all because there was some dispute with the TV companies or something between the Football League and the TV companies. There was no games live on TV. And then they started putting them back live again. So you'd get maybe one game on a weekend. On a Sunday, usually it would be 4 o'clock kickoff, I think it was. And you'd look forward to that. And even if it wasn't your team playing, it wouldn't matter because you'd watch it because it was unusual to be able to watch like a live game. And it made it exciting. And it was actually good and I enjoyed it. And I used to watch pretty much every Sunday game I'd watch, whoever was playing. And then, of course, the Premier League started and Sky got involved. And suddenly we were having games on a Monday night. That started, didn't it? And then slowly but surely over the course of time, we started getting games on a Saturday lunchtime and then Saturday 5:30 and then there'd be 2 o'clock games on a Sunday, then there'd be Monday, then they started Friday night games and then of course with Europe they started Thursday night games and now there's games every night of the week. It's too much, man. It's too much. And we don't need all the games on TV, do we? We don't need all the games on TV. The number of people that are interested to watch every game is not that great, is it? I don't think. It's a tiny percentage of people. Majority of people want to watch one game, maybe a couple of games a week. It's fine, isn't it? That's what most people are happy with, I think. So do that. But anyway. Sockgel says It's too bad, really. Not a good way to get interest in the women's game. Yeah, exactly. It's not. It's not, is it? Whose idea was it to sell the rights to the Women's Champions League to Disney Plus? Who on earth thought that was a good idea for the benefit of the game? It isn't. It's not for the benefit of the game, is it? It's for the benefit of their pocket. That's it. And we thought, didn't we? I mean, I know that's not the WSL decision. I know WSL have been taken over by this new company now. But who on their right mind thought that was a good idea to sell it to a company like Disney Plus? If anything, you want to be giving it to a company like TNT Sports or Sky, I suppose, or BBC would be great, wouldn't it? Disney Plus, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And this is why we're in a situation now where we just can't watch the games, just cannot watch the games. Anyway, here's what it is. It's not going to change, is it? We're certainly not going to change it, are we? Unfortunately, we're kind of lumbered with this situation now, aren't we? But anyway, right. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's a waste of time. This, so I think we'll end the show at half time. There's no point, is there, going through this in the second half again. We're not going to be. I can't watch the game, so I can't do the show I'd want to do. I can't give you a commentary on the game. We're just going to go off BBC app updates. It's pointless, really. You can do that yourselves. You don't need me to help you with that there. So I do apologise, guys. I was looking forward to watching this game as well. You know what I mean? I really wanted to, but that first half was just a total waste of time. And to be honest with you, I don't really want to sit through a second half the same. It's a waste of time, really. I don't know what to do. So I do apologise, guys. It's a shame. I really want to watch the game. Ryan says, I didn't really want to go to Disney World. Well, no, exactly. We'll be back Friday anyway with the show, of course, me and Andreas. And we'll be looking back on the Liverpool game. We'll be looking back on this game. I'll watch some highlights beforehand, of course. And we'll be looking ahead, of course, to the Everton game and the final Champions League game next week, of course, against Laverne away. So that's a big show, as always. And so join us for that on Friday at 7:30. I won't be doing a watch along of the Everton game on Saturday because it's a 12 o'clock kickoff. It's just I won't be ready in time to do it, I'm afraid. We go out on a Saturday morning park run and stuff like that. Then I've got video to make and all that kind of stuff. I just won't have time to do that. Unfortunately, I don't like the 12 o'clock kickoffs on a Saturday. They just don't work for me. But we'll be here Friday, and of course next midweek. Well, you'll probably have the same problem next midweek, aren't we? Champions League. But we'll try again. We'll try again next Wednesday for the final group game. Hopefully, we can get somewhere with that. But don't worry, we're not going to give up on trying to get the games. It's just a shame we couldn't get there tonight. John says, not to worry, we'll catch up on the highlights later. Yeah, we'll have to, won't we? Thanks for trying to get it going. Now, thanks all you guys for your help trying to see if we could find a channel that could work, but we couldn't. So, yeah, frustrating, really frustrating. Anyway, let's hope the second half we can win the game. That's the main thing, isn't it? Let's hope we can still win the game. And, yeah, we'll all catch up on the highlights, I'm sure. And Andreas will have his vlog as well. So we'll look out for that, of course. I'll get that out probably for you tomorrow. I would expect tomorrow night. So look out for that. And, yeah, really frustrating that we couldn't bring you the game. But, you know, nobody cares today enough. Nobody cares about this kind of stuff. So there you go. But anyway, look, we'll see you on Friday. Okay, so join us on Friday for the show with Andreas. He's going to tell us all about his trip to London. He's been in London since, when was it he went? Thursday last week. He's been nearly a week in London. So he's going to tell us all about that. So that's going to be good. And obviously we'll talk about the games and everything else. Gret says, yeah, sometimes I can't help but thinking if there is a fine of X £1,000. Well, there should be for them not showing the game, I think. But yeah, so obviously Andreas will be talking about his trip to London, and we'll be looking back on the week and looking ahead as we head towards Christmas and the big games coming up as well. And hopefully we can turn this season around. Gret said, Arsenal player has to pay for every shot they take that misses. And that fine is based on every metre they take the shot from. And that's why they always seem to find a way. Well, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But yeah, so we'll be back Friday for the show. Please join us for that if you can. And we look forward to that, of course, as always. And yeah, sorry we couldn't find a game for you. We just couldn't find it tonight. I think that's only the first time that's ever happened. Maybe the second time. Maybe. I think there might have been one other one other game we couldn't find either. But anyway, it is quite rare. It doesn't happen very often. Top Shelf says, thanks. So I know, thank you guys for helping as well. We tried all we could. I don't know how many channels we've all been through between us, probably thousands. And we couldn't find it anywhere. My guess is it's not anywhere. So unfortunately, I think maybe the fact the Men's Champions League's on tonight as well means all the channels that potentially would have had it on like previous games have been showing the Men's Champions League. So hopefully next week we'll be all right, because there isn't no Men's Champions League. So I'm sure one of these channels that I've normally been able to find it on will be okay for next Wednesday. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that one, and let's hope so. But yeah, sorry we couldn't bring in a game tonight, but stay with us. We'll be back on Friday, me and Andreas, with the big show. Join us for that. If you can get to see the second half, enjoy it. I'm going to see if I can. I'll just have to catch up with it on the BBC app. I think that's pretty much all we can do, isn't it? And we'll see you Friday, guys. Take it easy. Come on, you Gunners.